Hi guys, this is Sylvia Tabitha's Treasures. It's a beautiful day out in San Antonio today. It's a little bit on the cooler side. Yesterday was cold, all day and all night, but today is kind of sunny and breezy. My husband is singing to Yogi. And it's very nice out, but I rather stay in here because my wind chimes are just dinging away and chiming away and anyways, I hope you all well and stay healthy and all that. And I'm not going to show anything today. I finished up one blanket and I'm working on a granny square right now. I haven't done a whole lot because, been working on a couple of bigger projects. And I started on one that was like 8.5 inches in and I could not feel it, so I ripped it. Anyways, I've been thinking about our homeless people. We have I know two homeless people down the street here. One of them is the one that helped me last year when I had a tire blowout, and he wouldn't even take any money, even, for helping me. And after he told me that he was homeless, like I think now it's 18 years, I said, "You take the money." I said, I don't believe that. And there's another one down by my pharmacy, and he's always over there, and every now and then, I remember a couple of years ago, or 3 years ago or so, I had to go to the tool store and buy me some tools, and he was out there and wanted to wash the windshields to your cars and trucks and all that. And I was like, "Oh, you do not want to touch my windshield. It's cracked all over the place." He was kind of nice about it. I gave him a couple of bucks, so I most of the time I see him when I go to the pharmacy or I head down the street to Walmart or whatever. And ever since, he's always waving at me. Every now and then, he's asking me if he could buy a cigarette of me, and I just give him some cigarettes and I tell him I don't want no money for it. So since it's so cold here, and it was brutally cold yesterday because of the wind and all that, and I had to go to the pharmacy this morning, and I thought about him. So, and I'm gonna start doing that now. Is I dug out a beanie I made and a chunky yarn scarf for men. I think that scarf was like 6 feet long or so, and I put it in the bag and I took it with me just in case I see him. So I talked to him for a little bit. That poor guy looked so cold. He says, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you," and it always makes me so happy. I talked to a friend of mine a couple of years ago about donating to the homeless and all that too. Oh, there's my Yogi. Donating to the homeless and so too. And I was told, that I shouldn't be doing that because they're going to turn around and sell it and all that. My point is, they're needy too. And if we mail projects all across the states, all across the world, for charity or whatsoever, we do not know what happens to our projects, what happens to our donations, what happens to our charities. It's the same like once it's out of sight, it's out of mind, and we did our part. We are happy to be able to help other people and all that, and we don't know if, say, for instance, if our projects really end up to NICU or the Cancer Society, or I mean, I seen some headlines a few years ago about Katrina, and they were collecting money for donations, to help all of them and all that. And I read some headlines on the internet that several billions of dollars were donated to Katrina, and several millions of dollars mysteriously disappeared. I remember back then when I had cancer the first time, I've been asking for financial help all over the place, and to help me with my chemo and all that. Chemo back then was $170,000. And I actually called a patient advocate and I asked her for help, with my chemo treatments and all that. And she actually had the nerve to tell me, oh, we don't have money for that. I go like, so what do you have money for? What are people donating for? Thousands of dollars and cars and this and people doing the marathons, for cancer awareness and all that. So where's all that money going? And she actually hung up on me. So anyways, what what I'm trying to say is I'm going to start, there's like 3-4 people I see from my house to Walmart, and that's not even a mile and a half. I see like 3-4 people, always the same people, homeless. Right now I see somebody sleeping in a sleeping bag on the concrete on the bench at the bus stop. I saw another guy the other day sitting at the bus stop with his cart and his blankets and all that, eating his food with cardboard. That's just sickening. And I don't mind to help. And if I have a couple of bucks, I give it to them. But I'm not giving to somebody I see the drug addicted or whatsoever. But nobody knows what they're doing with their money. They can buy their beer, they can buy their drugs, but I don't support drugs. I rather give something personal. So if they want to sell the beanie or the scarves or whatsoever, so be it. And alrighty, so what I'm going to do from now on, especially in these days right now, and it's actually starting early this year with the cold weather, and the temperatures in the 30s or so with the wind chill. And I'm going to start having some beanies and scarves in my truck in the bag. If I see somebody and these are people I always see and they're waving at me, I stop and give them something. Alrighty, so I have that out of the way. And now I called Normandy Terrace last week. And I talked to Debbie, the activity coordinator, and she told me that they're right now allowing one visitor per resident. President, I almost say election is up next week. But anyways, they're allowing one visitor for each resident. And she didn't say no. And I told her I have a lot. She says, we take everything, anything and everything. So I started to go through my stuff and paired, my sets and all that. And I'm going to make like little packages. I have a lot of gift wrap. Make little packages, for man, female, and unisex and all that. Mark them so they have something to put under the Christmas tree. I'm very excited about that. And so the way it looks like, I'll be able to donate next month. It's been a year then. Last year, November, I donated the last time, because of the virus and all that. So it's getting there. She did not say no. And she was pretty happy. Anyways, I had to throw that at you guys. It's, I love what I do. And most of y'all know I love to help no matter what. And I crochet. December is a year already that I do it on my own. And I did have some help with some projects from some sweet Yarny sisters and, some scarves and hats and blankets and shawls and whatnot and yarn and, and I think our Teresa Patton is going to mail a package for me next month. And Elizabeth Moore, I believe she made a bunch of twiddle muffs, just the twiddle muffs, and she asked me would it be okay if I do the attachments. I told her absolutely. So I'm excited, and I'm going to work my little heart out. Next video, I'm going to show you guys my projects and all that. I'm planning on making some more fingerless gloves, and some of them like for men, without the shell border. And so anyways, you all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe, stay warm, depends where you at. Stay healthy. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye now.